Okay, this is Linda Morris, and this is the Vital Balance Information Tuesday call. And we just have the most amazing people that are on this phone call, or actually now it's a Zoom or a phone call. So we're grateful to have everybody here. And today we have Brainstorm Friday. So on Brainstorm Friday is where we brainstorm anything from the Vital Balance eating plan to whatever else might be coming up that people need brainstorming with. And on last Friday's call, we were talking about energy testing and how to properly energy test, and then also how to help calm down a situation with the Mag Dual or the Mag Boy or the magnets if anybody is having a little bit of a quick reaction. So we're going to start off. I asked Heather Loucks to help me with this because she has been an expert, and whose camera is going all over the place? That's Gabby. Okay. So I asked Heather to help me with different types of muscle testing. She came back from Peru with all these amazing types of muscle testing that are really effective, especially with the Niken products. So first I'm going to share this screen because I actually found my Site K muscle testing sheet. And let's see, where did I just save that to? Because there's a more effective way to muscle test, and there's other ways that are not effective. So we're going to start off with what is effective in muscle testing. So I'm just going to read right from the Site K muscle testing, which is something I probably shouldn't really be sharing, but I am anyway because I want everybody to understand it. So muscle testing, otherwise known as energy testing, it depends, some people, you're going to hear it called both ways, really. But muscle testing is an easy and effective method of detecting the presence or absence of stress or inner conflict in the subconscious mind. It is used to accurately identify subconscious truths, as well as establishing a convenient yes or no communication system with the subconscious. And we really want to communicate with the subconscious because the conscious mind doesn't always tell the truth. It comes sometimes from the past experiences, and the subconscious is what really runs our entire body. It can do hundreds, maybe thousands of processes all at the same time, all the way from making sure that we are continuing to breathe, that our heart is beating, that the blood is moving, that actually as I move my hand, that my hand is doing what I want it to. That is what the subconscious is in control of. And the conscious mind, I think we're all aware and becoming more aware, it really can only do one thing effectively at the same time. When we talk about muscle test, what is it? What's it called, Heather? When you're doing multitasking. We really don't multitask well at all. We really can only do one thing at a time. So even as I'm trying to talk and share the screen and record all at the same time, that doesn't always flow well because I'm trying to do more than one thing at the same time. And multitasking effectively is a myth for both men and women. So I'm just saying. So anyway, looking back at what they teach in Site K, which some of you may have heard of Bruce Lipton and the biology of your beliefs. And this is science. This is not woo-woo world. This is science. It's all based on science. In fact, I've been to Bruce Lipton's workshops, 2-day workshop. In fact, I even took my mom with me. And, just understanding the biology of our beliefs can really influence our body. It can actually lead to disease. It can cause, obviously, stress, anxiety, all types of different things that are actually what we call fear, false expectations appearing real. And, some fear is good. Pay attention to your gut instinct because it will tell you the truth if you are in danger. So do not discount that at all. But muscle testing is testing your subconscious. So we're going to just dive into this. So the procedure that, one of the procedures that they teach in Psych, I'm just going to read this off. So, say, and maybe I'll have Heather, and what's your friend's name? I'll unmute you. Heather, what's your friend's name over there?
This is Katie.
Hi.
Good morning, Katie, and thank you for volunteering, especially getting up early to come volunteer. So can you guys just stand up and Hopefully you'll still show up on the screen. If not, you guys will.
I think I did it good.
Okay, so if they're not showing on your screen, you'll just have to imagine that they are. I can see them, but I don't know for sure. So anyway, stand to the side, looking over your partner's shoulder.
If they put it on with the gallery view.
Gallery view.
Yes.
They'll show up. Okay. And should I share the screen or not share the screen so you can see? Should I just read it off and then reshare it, or what do you think?
If they want to see how we're doing it, then you might want to take that off. And
I will stop sharing. There we go. Okay, and I'll read it. So stand to the side, looking over your partner's shoulder. This is really important if you are muscle testing somebody, that you do not want to be looking them in the eye, because you can influence the test. You can make somebody stronger by having eye contact. So when we're doing muscle testing or energy testing, we want to get an accurate answer. We are not trying to do parlor games here. We're trying to be accurate. At least that's how I've always been, and I believe everybody here is the same way. So stand to the side, looking over your partner's shoulder. So step B, keep one hand touching lightly on their extended arm. So put your arm out, Katie, directly to the side. So yes, that'll work. And generally, I'm standing in front, but we would be looking at your back. But yeah, go ahead. So you're going to be on the other side, though, Heather. Keep going. So you're right in front of her arm. There you go. Okay. So now you're looking over her shoulder. Okay. Keep one hand touching lightly on their extended arm just above the wrist, using your thumb for support. Place your other hand on their shoulder for stability. Ask if the pressure is good. You don't need a lot of pressure. Ask your partner to keep their body relaxed, chin parallel to the floor, eyes open, and focus down. And this is really important. Really, really, really important, because if their eyes, even if you're muscle testing yourself, it's really important to keep your head level, chin level, but your eyes focused down. Not uncomfortably down, but just down. If your eyes are going up, that's coming from conscious thought and memory. And that's not what we're looking for. So ask your partner to keep their body relaxed, chin parallel to the floor, eyes open, and focus down. Tell your partner to be strong just before applying pressure.
Be strong. And
okay. Apply gentle downward pressure for about 2 seconds, or until you feel the muscle either let go or lock in place.
Right.
Avoid bouncing the arm. So for those of you like Steve Crowfoot that cannot see this, make sure you have it on gallery view. That way you can see everybody. So, okay, so once again, let's just walk through it again. Stand to the side, looking over your partner's shoulder. Keep one hand touching lightly on their extended arm just above the wrist, using your thumb for support. Place your other hand on their shoulder for stability. Ask if the pressure is good. You don't need a lot of pressure. Ask your partner to keep their body relaxed, chin parallel to the floor, eyes open, and focus down. Tell your partner, be strong just before applying the pressure. Apply gentle downward pressure for about 2 seconds, or until you feel the muscle either let go or lock in place. Avoid bouncing the arm. Ask your partner if the pressure you are using is comfortable. Adjust the pressure harder or softer until both you and your partner can clearly tell the difference between a strong and weak response. So we're going to muscle test these different things, like a dislike, your name, a false name, yes and no, and your partner should be strong for like, true, yes, and weak for dislike, false, and no, always in this order. So let's talk about, it was Katie, right? Katie, tell me something that you like.
Yoga.
You like yoga. Okay, so Heather's now going to muscle test.
yes.
Okay, tell me something that you dislike. I always use snakes, but use whatever you like.
Spiders.
Spiders. Okay, so what you're going to say is, I like spiders.
Yes, I like spiders.
And then be strong.
I like spiders.
Not true.
Okay. So that's, you're always stating everything in the positive. So I like, you're not saying I dislike. I like, I like cats. And then I like snakes, which is not true. And now you're going to say your name. My name is Katie. But remember, head level, eyes focused down.
My name is Katie.
And remember to say, be strong, Heather. I don't know if you're saying that.
Be strong.
Kay.
Do you have a nickname?
Kay.
Kay?
Yeah.
Kay?
Kay.
Say, my name is Kay.
My name is Kay.
You're stronger there.
Okay.
Katie.
And then say, my name is Chuck.
My name is Chuck.
Be strong.
There you go. Okay, and then you're going to say, yes, yes, yes. Head level, eyes focused down, and Heather will say, be strong and test you.
Yes, yes, yes.
Be strong. Very nice. Strong.
And then no, no, no with feeling.
No, no, no.
Be strong.
Okay, there we go. So we have a baseline, so we know that it's working. So and this is now where you could pull like a pair of the M strides and put them under her feet to muscle test. You could grab like the lactoferrin gold and just have her hold that up with her left hand, like right here. Well, yeah, or you could put them under her feet like we normally do. But
Well, I was going to do when I do the 4 tests, I thought I would do it in that way.
okay, we'll do that then. So, okay.
All right. So.
And this is where I don't, I mean, you can say whatever you want, Heather, but normally I say this fully supports and nourishes my body. Or
Yes. Does this fully support and nourish my body?
Does this fully support and nourish my body?
You got your answer.
there we go. Yes.
Your answer.
And do you have anything that's not good for you out there? Coffee? Okay.
You brought your coffee cup. Yay.
We'll see how your body feels about that for real.
Does this completely nourish and support my body?
My body.
Ooh, no.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, we know that.
How about a glass of Climax water?
There we go.
Does this fully
Does
nourish?
this fully support and nourish my body?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Or yeah, you just say this fully. You don't say does this. You just say this fully.
This fully supports. All right.
Yeah.
I'm looking for something else. Do you want to do the 4 tests now?
Yeah, so that's just, okay, let me read this. Let's see. As much as possible, maintain a neutral or curious attitude about whether a particular muscle test will be strong or weak. So us, as the testers, we're not having a preconceived attitude about it, okay? This will ensure a more reliable response from the subconscious mind. Trust the process. So, Heather, what do you have nutritionally around there, like green enzymes capsules or something that she may need more than one of? Just grab something. Yeah. Actually, this is brilliant doing this is on Zoom because you just can explain this on the phone. I mean, you really can't. So.
Green
enzymes. So we're going to, this is how you also find out if somebody needs like a whole serving, a half a serving, 2 servings, 3 servings, 4 servings. So once again, you're holding it right where you're holding it, Katie, and Heather's just going to walk you through it.
So, ask if that.
This fully supports and nourishes my body.
Fully supports and nourishes my body.
True.
Okay. My body needs 1 serving a day.
My body needs 1 serving a day.
No.
5.
My body, my body requires 2 servings a day.
My body requires 2 servings a day.
No.
My body requires 3 servings a day.
My body requires 3 servings a day.
Maybe. Getting closer.
My body requires 4 servings a day.
No.
My body requires 5 servings a day. Okay, let's go with my body requires 2.5 servings a day.
My body requires 2.5 servings a day.
Stronger.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know your body was going to be so in fractions, but
So there you go. That's a wonderful.
it is, yeah.
Awareness
Example.
because not everybody's the same. Everybody's different, and everybody's different on any given day. So
Yeah, so I mean, I don't muscle test every nutritional I take every day. I know Heather does, but I'm not that specific. I get a baseline of what I need, and some days I'm like, I think I should test this. I think I have a sense I need more of these today.
well, your body didn't go through the transformation that mine did, and you didn't have to be so devoted as I did. My body's extremely sensitive, and that's the way I have to do it for me.
That's true. But you know, when some people are having a challenge, or maybe they're having a sensitivity, so occasionally with, like, let's say, the vital balance, some people might have, you know, it's like, we know it's really good for you, but some people might have a sensitivity to one of the ingredients. So instead of just cutting it out, it's like, well, let's do 1 scoop, or let's do half a scoop.
I'll say this nourishes and
This fully supports and nourishes my body.
Oh yeah.
Okay. My body wants 1 serving a day.
Yep.
Okay, let's just see. My body requires 2 servings a day.
Nope.
Okay, 1 a day, which is 2 scoops. So that's beautiful. Thank you, Katie, for playing. And now, Heather, why don't you go ahead and teach the 4 Peruvian.
Okay, well, what I ask first, I always ask the person, they're right-handed or left-handed, if they have any back or shoulder issues and what they are. If, you know, somebody tells me they have a rotator cuff that's torn, I won't do the shoulder exercises. But if it's just sore, I will. So depending on what they have. I also
there's different ways of doing it. So you can do it down below if they do have
Yes. But in order to do the 4 tests, those are more shoulder, you know, all together. So I also ask if they are in their first trimester of pregnancy, and I even ask the men because it kind of lightens it up, and
that's true.
You know, people start laughing, and you know, that would be billions. You know, billions.
Mm-hmm. That's true. And just to clarify that, you know, people have already been using the products and they get pregnant. You're fine. It's just in your first trimester, you're not supposed to change anything.
Nothing.
Don't even change the way you put on the pants in your closet.
Yeah, exactly. So everything's changed in your body. So the third question I ask is any electronic devices inside your body, and I also have them take off their cell phone, or if they have any electronic keys, they should also come off because they will affect our energy. Then I ask if they're right-handed or left-handed, and I already asked you this, so Katie's right-handed. So right hand on top of left hand, eye level. And this is where I start without them on the insoles, and I press down, and I'm going to count to 3, and you're going to resist me up, and I'm going to press down. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I moved you a little bit, about like that. Right? Yes?
Yeah.
Okay, so now behind your back like a basket.
So turn sideways, Katie, so we can see.
Interweave your fingers. Can you see that?
You make like a cup. Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Keep your elbows straight. And I'm going to press down, and I want you to kind of take note of your toes and your balance. Okay? So 1, 2, 3. And she stepped right back at me. And I was very, very light. It's not a...
Yep, you're just pushing straight down. Yep.
Yeah. Was that a heavy thing?
Yeah.
I mean, was I pressing hard?
No, not at all.
And your toes kind of went up, and you took a step back.
Yep.
Okay. So now I want you to put your hands up like a stop sign, and I'm going to tap you. And I hold on right here because people are going to be wobbly, and they're going to go over. So you grab onto their wrist.
You don't want to tip them over. Yeah.
No, you don't want to tip them over. That'd be So 1, 2, 3. And you saw how she moved it up, but I grabbed her because I don't want them to feel uncomfortable. Okay, that's the third one. And then drop your hand.
Turn sideways. Turn sideways. Thank you.
And let's see how far we can go back. Is that it? Now, Katie does yoga. And let's see if we can see how far back she is, like that.
Okay. Yep.
Right? And now, I'm going to have you stand on these.
And you probably already gave her a glass of water before this started.
Yeah, but she didn't drink it. Yay, she didn't drink it yet.
At least take a sip.
Well, right now, this is when I ask them to drink about, I would say, you know, maybe half a glass, a few sips. How's that water? You haven't tasted the water yet. She is a friend of Sally Mann's.
Oh, well, great.
Perfect. So she's already knowing a little bit about me, Ken.
Well, thanks to Sally, your whole life changed.
Yeah, she's my sponsor. I think that would be so awesome. If Katie were to come on board, then she would be under myself and Sally to say thank you, you know?
Awesome
All right,
team.
so we're going to do the 4 tests all together again. Right hand on top of left hand. I love it.
Now she's just standing on the M strides.
Yep, and she just had water. She didn't have a lot, but she had some. 1, 2, 3.
Oh my goodness.
Now I'm pressing pretty hard.
That's weird. Because it was like that.
Yeah, it was like that.
Oh my goodness.
And I didn't press hard
No.
the first time.
No. And this time you were really.
Yeah.
Immediately. Yes.
Yeah. So basket, turn sideways. And this one, I just love this one. I love doing this part of it. 1, 2, 3.
Oh my goodness.
Now we said we don't want people to get. Oh, we want to do it the same. So that's you're getting a little carried away, but
I do it
obviously
every time.
still works. But no, yeah, we want people to do it the same. So I'm just saying. I'm pulling out my wand on that one. So
Okay, I have one too.
but it still obviously worked. Yeah, you didn't tilt back at all. But just do it one more time the regular calm way, Heather, if you don't mind.
1,
Push straight
2,
up.
3.
Yep.
The rock.
Absolutely. You're grounded. Yeah.
So turn this way and stop sign again. And 1, 2, 3. I don't even have to hold her.
Grounded.
Okay, so
Think
now-
about all the people that they do fall or they trip or stumble. They have these in their shoes.
Yes.
No.
Hands down. Drop your hands. Now let's go back.
Whoa.
Yes.
Yeah, she was not very flexible before. That's impressive. And how does that
Very
feel?
impressive. And those 4 tests kind of show balance, strength, flexibility. And I love the 4 together because it just has a,
Yeah.
what's your,
I am speechless. That's so weird. I'm saying that's so weird. It's neat. That's wow.
And how simple, insoles that are actually, some of these tests, but not all of them, will work the same way outside barefoot in the grass, like the regular balance test. But, those with flexibility, you got all those nerve endings in your feet, and that's the beauty of the Vital Energy M Strike, because it has all 3 vital energy. Magnetism of the earth, the far infrared benefits of the sun, the negative ions from a thunderstorm or a waterfall or crashing waves at the beach. And you have all those nerve endings in your feet. So how simple. Put this in your shoe and wear it every day. The other simple thing is to get the Nikan Nature S sleep system. It has all those vital energies. You go to bed and your body's in that environment to repair and recover every night for 6 to 8 hours. Think how this impacted you in a matter of moments. Think about your body being able to recuperate and rejuvenate all night long in that environment. How much better you're going to feel. Because I'm actually 85 years old. No, I'm kidding.
well, I'm 172.
I am 52, but I have more energy and I feel better now at 52 than I felt when I was 15 because I had agony then. And I've now prevented it because of that sleep system and these daytime energy products for 20 years.
Yeah.
So, the energy testing, I think, is a great way to show people immediately your body likes it or they don't like it and how much. And
I'd like to show one more energy test.
okay.
Okay, so this is when you can't stand up. And this is when maybe you're in a place where there's a lot of people and you want to find out if something is good for you.
You want to be subtle.
Yes, you want to be subtle. There we go.
I like subtle.
I ask people to take their dominant hand and their thumb and their middle finger or their 4th finger. If your dominant hand doesn't have good feeling in it, use your other hand. That's fine.
Okay.
So I want you to, all right, can you see that?
Yep, and I'm holding mine up too.
All right, so to do this, you need to very gently. So see how not close they are? They're just gliding, and I'm putting the pads together and I'm rolling them gently, softly, and slowly.
Yep.
All right, now I'm going to say my name, and I want everyone to say their own name. My name is Heather, and I want you to feel and look and
My name is
see
Linda.
what that does.
My name
Is it
is Linda.
smooth? Is it rough? Is it choppy? Does it glide? What is the what's the feeling you're getting?
And you actually, Heather pointed out, you need to actually look at it too, because some people are more sensitive in their fingers and other people are less sensitive. But if you look to see if it's like my name is Linda. Okay.
Okay, now say my name is George. I hope there's no George on here.
my name is George.
And my finger just goes off. My finger just goes, it goes in a different direction. It sticks.
It's sticky.
It goes off. It's jumpy. It's rocky. What does yours feel like?
It's harder to.
Yeah, it's harder.
Yeah.
It's not as easy. It doesn't flow. So there's an easy one to do for like, okay, so.
And I actually use my left hand normally on that because my fingers in my right hand, because of an issue, are not as sensitive. I don't feel them as well as this hand.
Perfect. Perfect. Use what works for you.
Good point.
I mean, it's pretty simple. Just use what works for you. But there's an easy way to say, okay, so like when we were testing about this and it was 2.5. So do I need 1? Do I need 2? Do I need 3? Do I need 4? Do I need 5? Do I need 6, 7, 8? Of course, I take this.
But remember, once again, eyes level, focus down, not up here for people when you're testing to get the subconscious answer.
Actually, I do it in a different way, so this is not good.
This is for everybody else. Yeah.
Yes, this is for everybody else. You're right. I learned this about 20 years ago from a holistic nurse that got the American Holistic Nurses Award for all of America. She taught us how to muscle test. She was a nutritionist too, and she taught us how to energy test what was good for us, what was good for it, as in food. So that's right.
You know what? But that's also the tilt method. We haven't talked about that because I remember people taught me the tilt method. You want to stand up, Heather, and show that?
Sway test. I call it the sway test.
And somebody taught me that a long time ago, but they did not tell me the importance of having your head level and your eyes focused down, because I go to the health food store and I'm like, well, which one of these, say a vitamin C, is the best for my body? And I get the same answer for both. I'm like, this is not helpful.
Yes.
Which one's the best of these two? And I get the same answer. So it wasn't until in the advanced psyche they were teaching about the head level, eyes focused down, that I'm like, okay, to test your subconscious, your eyes need to be going down, because I think we've all been taught if your eyes are going up or going back up to the left, it's coming from a memory. It's not coming from a current. So go ahead, Heather.
This is a body dowsing test. They use this in dowsing, and they call it body dowsing, actually. And it's a sway test. Dr. Bradley Nelson teaches it. I teach it too for little kids. They seem to be able to recognize it more easily. So you kind of put your feet together, stand straight up, eyes forward and down, and your chin perfect. You have a perfect stance right there. So think about what you love. Think about goodness. Think about, say, my name is Katie, and feel your body.
My name is Katie.
And let your body kind of move.
Like,
whatever way it wants to move. Let it move. Not usually that way, but just loosen up your body. Let it loose. Let it just get loose. And now you're gonna usually sway front or back.
Okay.
Okay. So my name is Katie, and there you go. I saw you. Did you feel that?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
So tell us, Katie, what did you feel? Did you tilt forward or backward?
kind of diagonal, but I could feel.
Oh, she went forward.
But yeah.
Forward. Okay. Yeah. And it can be very subtle in the beginning as you're first starting to experience this.
And I usually watch the wall behind them.
Oh, okay. So
where they're positioned so that I can see if they're moving or not.
And I always start off with this when I'm teaching somebody with their name. So my name is Katie, and then my name is George. So go ahead. We're at our time, so we're
okay. So
good stuff.
My name is Katie.
My name is Katie.
And you went forward again. And say my name is George.
My name is George.
And you went back.
Yeah.
Okay.
So weird.
So,
Okay, and also for your baseline, you can keep going with the yes, yes, yes.
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
you're always going to go towards the positive. You're always going to go towards love.
Yeah.
And you're always going to go back from what's false
Okay.
or what you dislike. Always.
Okay.
And if you're not, then you have to do another technique, which we can show that at another time.
Okay.
If we're at the time.
Sorry, I had to let my cat out. Cat in.
That's important too. Our animals are very important.
She doesn't go outside much, so she's like looking in the window.
We can be surrogates for our children, for our animals. That's a good thing.
Bill has a question.
Bill has a question.
Let's unmute you, Bill. Okay, go ahead, Bill. What's your question? Oh, I remuted you. Go ahead, Bill.
Reverse polarity. I've run into reverse polarity.
That is why I was going to do the Donna Eden energy polar
rebalancing.
Rebalancing.
Okay, go ahead and just show that.
Okay,
right now.
so
a couple ways to do that.
when you're discombobulated, you're not yourself, you're not going forward on the yes and your name, you know you're discombobulated, you're reverse polarities. Yes, Bill, absolutely. So I do a Donna Eden technique, which is opposite hand on the opposite side of my head. I tap it 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then I go opposite leg to opposite hand, also 10 times. Now, this will switch you back, and then you're to do the test again. So
just to clarify what she's saying, so as you're tapping, you're actually right hand, left knee, you're looking up to the left, back and forth 10 times, and then you look up to the right 10 times. So it's important to go look up left, look up right, and what that's doing is rebalancing the brain. So it's communicating. The left side is right, communicating with the right side, vice versa, because it's amazing how sometimes people start falling, and if they just do that, they find out that helps with that. And then you do the right and left taps. Explain that, Heather.
All right, so your right hand on the side of your left head, because that's what guides the right side of your body, is your left side of your head. So it's just reconnecting these things. It's reconnecting.
And it's amazing when you first start doing this, if you're a little off balance, you know you really needed to do it.
You do. Yeah, you do. You can even do this sitting down. I've had people in wheelchairs do this.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great little technique to get them back into themselves. I've only had to do this at the most 4 series. If anybody does more than that, I'd like to meet them.
So generally, a lot of times the yes answer is forward. And Bill, I think what you might be saying, but I'll let you go ahead and ask it in a minute. If people say, my name is Katie, and they go backwards, it's like, you kind of, those of us that are muscles heads to kind of take note, like maybe they are reversed.
Yes.
And they might need to do the cross body balance taps. Also, if people are not moving at all, or they keep getting a yes answer for something that should be a no, that's another sign to do this cross body balance taps on the knees, looking up to the left and then the right. And then also, Heather taught me this one. So it's like, okay, we can do that too. Bill, what's your question?
We might not know that there's a reverse polarity. I ran into a situation at our Wellness Expo back in February where a lady tested very positive to our shake. We had her over for a visit and did some more testing. She tested negative for the shake, and I couldn't put 2 and 2 together until it finally dawned on me. there could be a reverse polarity here. And so one way to always test is sugar, where our bodies are not going to be positive to sugar. So if you're testing forward on the motion test, Heather, then you're going to go forward versus backward. And so you might want to comment a little bit more on that.
Well, I always ask the questions, all right, what do you love? And what do you really abhor? What do you dislike immensely?
What do you
And
dislike?
I'll say things like children or, Mother Nature, God, sometimes. And when I want them to have that feeling of dislike, of dis-ease, I'll say war, rape, those kind of things. And I know,
Yeah.
I know.
I don't get that carried away, but yeah.
Well, because I want to know where they're at. Because that will guide me onto what to do with them next. Because I got to get them inside their body. Because you can't do anything when you're way out there. If you're in pain, we just jump out. We can't handle it. So we got to get back in our body to be able to figure that out. And so that's what I use it as a tool to see where I'm going to go next.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to make sure they're in their bodies.
You know, and it's really important if people don't drink water, you can't do anything for them. Our bodies are 75% water. And also, I don't know if Lori's on. In fact, I see about 7 people that are on the other line. Oops. This is being recorded. But if people don't drink water, like sometimes I will start a muscle test. I've done presentation for a whole group of nurses, and I muscle test the nurse, and they go straight down on the M strides, and there's no difference on and off. And I'll ask, so how much water have you drank today? And they think about none. I'm like, yeah, it's pretty obvious you've had none, because there should be a difference. So
I can usually
then give them a glass of water. I then give them a glass of water, by Mag Water. This is just my bottle. I have actually another one here. And then you test again. And then there will be a dramatic difference, because if people don't drink water, you can't help them. In fact, same thing with any products, any technology, anything on earth. If people don't drink water, you cannot help them. So it's vitally important. You're 75% water. You're not 75% coffee or Coke or even iced tea.
I equate it really to the earth. So every cell in our body has a north and a south pole, just like the earth. We are like the earth in that water is 75% of the earth, as it is 75% of our cells. So it just makes sense when you put on magnets, your body aligns, all your cells align. You pour in some water. Now that water is going to go throughout your whole body, because you've aligned your cells with the magnets.
You're giving your body what it's designed to live and thrive in. I mean, even right now, my cat's over there drinking out of her water fountain. She came in from outside. You know, animals know what to do. They don't. My cat would never drink a Coke. So thank you. I know we've gone over today on our time, but we wanted to give everyone a visual and information on how to do muscle testing. And, a lot of times, well, how many do I take? Well, on the side of it says to take this many. But, okay, liver support, your liver's having issues, you might need a double dose. Well, let's test your body and find out. And this is science. It's been around for a long time. A lot of scientists use this. There's kinesiology chiropractors. They use it all the time. So we just wanted to teach you. Thank you, Heather and Katie, for playing and participating. Appreciate you. And this is Muscle Testing 101. Thank you.